Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching my last video and for staying with me. If you're a new subby, then welcome to the sisterhood. Well, today I'm going to be speaking about celibacy and masturbation, and this video is not based on, sorry, do you know what, this front was so thin because it's so broken, so bold, so I've had to try and tie it up and make it look cute. But this video is not necessarily based on religion. It's not based on religion at all. If that's why you're watching it and kind of want help in your celibacy journey as a Christian, this video isn't really for you. Let me not say this video isn't for you, but it's more my standpoint, because I no longer consider myself religious. I was, can I say, a very devout Christian? At one point in my life I was a very devout Christian. I was doing all the things Christians should be doing. Then one day, bing, the universe just said to me, do you know what, this is my personal belief. I don't want to offend anybody of any religion, but I personally don't believe in organized religion. So that means Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, Sikhism, whatever, Judaism, whatever religion you are. I personally don't believe in your religion, but I do believe there's a God, there's a higher power, and I do believe that the universe has a lot of control over the things that we do. And I do believe that we should just be kind people, we should be good people, we should be able to give to people and be able to give selflessly without having to give back. But when you do give selflessly, the universe will give back to you. Just spreading positive vibes and just helping people where they need help, being a very honest person, trying to be a very open person, because in turn I've learned now that your stories and you telling people stuff does help people. So a form of therapy, and I think people kind of try to go to religious places in order to obtain that same sense of being of themselves and be able to relate to somebody. So whether it be your pastor giving a sermon or somebody giving a testimony, you kind of sit there and be like, wow, that is me. People sitting here on YouTube, people meeting you in the street. Like, I love talking to strangers. I sound like a mad one, but I love talking to them because I feel like with strangers for me have helped me so much, because I've been able to unload so much to random people and never see them again, and it helps so much. So me being a vessel, if you want to call it that, and me sharing stories like my abortion experience on my channel, or even little things like, it sounds so stupid, like we review so experience, you're helping somebody, and in turn the universe will bless you, whether it be that a good hair company pays you for a review, or the next vendor that you use and use your own money for will bust you and give you hair that's going to last you for years. The universe is giving back to you because you've given something to the people, if that makes sense. That might have been a bit of a stupid example, but you understand what I mean. Anyway, so basically I have decided to go on a celibacy journey. Now, I was celibate for 1 year and 4 months. I was so proud of myself. Then fuck the fuck up, if you know what I mean. Celibate now for another 4 months. So if we skip the interlude that happened in the middle, I've been celibate for 1 year and 8 months. And the reason why I have decided to go celibate is because I feel like I've had a lot of meaningless sex in my life. I just want to save myself for the right person, or for the next person, the person who's done for me and I'm done for him. I'm ROD for him, he's my zaddy, and I want to be able to savor it and be like, you know what, I'm doing this with you because I want to do it with you, not because I feel forced to do it with you, or not because I feel like, I don't know, I feel pressure to do it with you. And that can be really, really hard, because like, especially when you're ovulating and your titties is all right and you've got waterfall between your legs, it's not even you that wants it, your body's just catting for it. It can be really, 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 really hard. But the question here is, should you masturbate when you're being celibate? Now, for me, that totally depends on the reason why you're being celibate. I'm not abstaining from sex purely because I'm trying to avoid sexual pleasure, or I'm trying to get closer to a higher power, to God, or be more in touch with my religion. I'm doing it purely because I feel like me abstaining from having sex with other people will help me become a better person. And no word of a lie, I'm a meaningful person, so I'm gonna bust it open for myself every now and then. I mean, people use masturbation as a way to relieve stress. People use orgasms as a way to pleasure themselves, to make themselves feel good. If you've had a shit day, if you've had a long day, you might just bust on some stimulus. Do you know what, I don't want this to sound super X-rated, so I'm trying to talk in code. This is why my channel should just be 18+, people can just decipher the code. But you might put on some stimulus and get it cracking, and I don't see a problem with that. But if you're doing it, for instance, for religious reasons, then you masturbating is gonna totally void the reason why you're even abstaining from sex in the first place. You might as well just go and bust it open for the person you want to bust it open for, then get married and then still keep doing your thing. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. As well as people that are abstaining from sex in order to stop themselves from, how am I gonna word this next bit? Right, okay, this is the easiest way for me to summarize it. I watched a documentary on Netflix called The Dark Web, and there is a group of men in America who meet weekly or monthly or bi-monthly because they are addicted to porn, and they want to stop watching porn because they feel like it's created false images of what women should look like. It has kind of ruined their attachment to people, and they're now unable to get into relationships and be intimate with somebody because they watch so much porn, and they just want to stop pleasing themselves sexually. And if you were to masturbate even without stimulus, then that completely defeats the purpose as well. For me, as a woman, I'm all for women understanding their bodies and knowing what they like and what they don't like, and how this switch works and how this switch doesn't work, and what does work for them. So then when they finally do get with Duncan doesn't have to kind of, you know, faff around, and then where Duncan can turn around and say to Sarah, do you know what, Sarah, I like XYZ too. I mean, it has its benefits, but it just basically, this all relates back to the reason why you are staying celibate. Some people don't like touching themselves, and some people feel like, oh my god, I have to have someone else there to do it. But this really fucks me off when people are like, oh my god, I can't stop talking to him, the sex is so good, oh my god, I can't stop. Listen, yeah, shut up. There's no, listen, maybe I haven't had bomb sex, I don't know, but there's no level of penis in this life that will stop you from not talking to someone and focusing on your journey with yourself. I'm telling you, there's no level at all. The reason why I'm going to say that is a lot of women are in denial. If you two have the kind of relationship, where you two are only in communication, only when you want sex, it's not a thing where like you call each other, text each other throughout the day. I mean, you two might be friends with benefits, and it might be that genuine connection you guys have as friends, and you're able to have that level of intimacy and keep it separate without being in a romantic relationship. That's cool. But a lot of women out there, please do not play yourselves, because the only reason why you feel like you're stigmatized is because you love the way that he treats you, and you know for a fact he's not down to be in a relationship with you. So what do? You cling on to the sex. The only thing that you know will have him there with you 24/7, if not 24/7, be on your line, calling you, text you, then he'll be there physically and want to spend more time with you. And be 100% true with yourself. Listen, I've been there. I have been there. You know full well, because he's probably laid on the law and been like, do you know what, this isn't really a thing between us. That's why on top of that, if someone's very honest with you and is like that, and they go and get a girlfriend, you can't really be mad and be like, oh, but I gave you so much of my... You didn't give him so much of your time. You gave up so much of your pussy. And that's what the contract was. It was a verbal agreement to say we're just gonna be. But in your head, you thought, if I bust it open for him again and again and again, and I do all this nasty stuff that I'm not even down to do, and he wants it, he's gonna stay there. No, baby, no. Listen, just sit down in the mirror, yeah, and be honest with yourself and just say, do you know what? I like him. I like Duncan. It's not hard. I've recently had to be real with myself and say, you know what, I like reformed hoodlums. You have your problems, I have mine. We can deal with them together, okay? Yeah, okay. I really don't want to regret giving myself up to that person, especially if the person's a really nice person, really nice guy. And I feel like the older we get, the more we understand that sex doesn't actually ruin relationships or ruin the way in which you communicate with people. It's the way you think. Like, there was somebody that I'd met some time ago, and I was speaking to a really nice guy, and we had sex, and then I was fretting like, oh my god, we don't speak as much, oh my god, we don't this, we don't that. And I spoke to one of my male friends. He was like, you've amplified everything by 10 in your own head, because you and him still speak the same way you used to speak, you and him still see each other the same amount of times you used to see each other, you lot still do the same things you used to do with or without the sex. So why have you gone and stretched yourself so much? And for me, I don't want to go through that again. I've been through it so many times in the past. I really don't want to go through it again. That's the reason why, for me, masturbation and celibacy, it's a match made in heaven. Like, again, it's dealing with emotional attachments, and just, I mean, in life you know what you can handle in it, but just don't fool yourself. But if you are thinking of embarking on a celibacy journey, welcome. Male or female, we welcome you. Do you know what? I've actually encountered a lot of men recently that decided to be celibate because they want to keep their energy for themselves, which I absolutely love. I think it's so beautiful. Or if you want to bust it open and be free, then do your thing. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm a big girl now. Like, I'm at the age now where I can't really care for anyone's opinions of me, because I'm doing what makes me happy and I'm living my best life. Yes, do you know what? I'm going to do a video on living your best life, because living your best life can be very dangerous and very, very toxic. This video had more questions than answers, I think. I don't know if it made sense. Did it make sense to you? Because I don't think it made much sense to me. Do you know what? If you took something from this video, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe, tell a friend, and I will be back next week with another video for you beautiful people to watch. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.